So Netflix has been known to kind of be a point of contention in the movie theater business. CEO Ted Sarandos has always been like, movie theaters are going to die. Stop going to the movie theaters. People want to sit on their couch. They want the convenience of being at home. Movie theaters are antiquated, archaic things that need to go away. So we're not going to put our movies in theaters. We're going to put them on Netflix. That was a big problem when Netflix looked like it was going to be the company to buy out Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers being the company of DCU, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. People were like, oh no, all these movies are going to be coming out on Netflix now. We're not going to get theater releases. But so one of the things Netflix said was, hey guys, don't worry. We're going to commit to putting movies out in the theater for 30 days before it hits Netflix. And a lot of people were looking at that and being like, I don't know if we trust you.
But also then what's the point of having a Netflix subscription if it's going to be shown in theaters first? So like I see like the both sides of it where it's like, how can you appeal to the movie lovers, like the movie theater goers who don't have Netflix, but also appeal to the people that are subscribed to your thing?
Well, that's what Ted Sarandos has always said, that like we have people that subscribe to our thing. So I feel like we need to cater to those people.
Yeah.
But so this is a big event now that they're releasing their first movie, and it's going to be Narnia. Greta Gerwig, the director that did Barbie, Lady Bird, Little Women, is doing basically her first franchise movie, and it's going to be Narnia. It's called The Magician's Nephew.
That's what I was going to ask. Okay, I'm sorry. I know a lot about Narnia. This is interesting because previously the Narnia movies that we got were books 3, 4, and 5, which are technically, those are the books that release first. It's like a Star Wars situation. You know, Star Wars came out with episode 3, 4, and 5. And
4,
then
5,
we had
and
the
6.
Correct.
4, 5, 6. Narnia came out 3, 4, 5.
Yes, Narnia came out 3, 4, 5. And then The Magician's Nephew is actually
6?
the first one.
But it's chronologically, it's the first one.
Chronologically, it's the first one, but it's like the
sixth or seventh.
The 6th or 7th book. So it came very late in the actual publishing, but it's one of my favorite novels in the entire series because it gives you the background of why everybody is here.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is we're going chronological, which I'm okay with. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with a chronological story. I don't think we need... Listen, that's another thing about Star Wars. We talked about it last thing. I think it was cool 4, 5, 6, and then we got 1, 2, 3, but then we got 7, 8, 9. That's so stupid. Just make a story in order so we can follow it. Yeah. So I don't have to go looking on 18 different Reddits of which order do I need to watch this movie.
I think this is also good because technically this is going to act as kind of like a prequel to the Narnia movie series that we know. Even that they're not connected, you're going to be familiar with some of the characters introduced, but it's going to be following completely different characters.
But now we're actually getting...
But we're going to get the background as to why some people are here, like I said before. But so they're kind of testing the waters, and we're not going to focus on the Pevensies again because, you know, we don't need to yet. But if we eventually get to that point, that'll be really fulfilling to see them come back in after you've already got a fandom initiated for this. So I think that's a very smart move, personally. Perfect series to start that up with.
I think it's really cool that Greta Gerwig is doing this. I think a lot of people are worried that when directors like that are known for like prestige film, like Oscar-worthy films, dip their toes into like a franchise thing. So people are worried like we can't have Christopher Nolan come back and do like a superhero movie because then we won't get the next Oppenheimer if he's doing like a fandom related movie.
All I'm saying is she did Barbie, right?
Yeah.
That's all I needed to hear. Okay. I haven't seen anything else that's been directed like at all, but I've seen Barbie and I loved Barbie, and I know it's not going to feel like Barbie, but you know what I mean. But it tells me that this person knows how to this person knows set design. This person knows how to like how to bring it in, like how to tie things around. I will say I don't love how Barbie technically ended, but I think it was an incredibly made movie, and like they took their time. They were patient with it. The script was good. I have high hopes.
Netflix is saying that it's going to put it out in theaters. It'll be the first one. You know, Knives Out, Frankenstein that came out last year, Bird Box, all of them, none of them had a theatrical release. And that upsets people because people want to go see these movies in theaters.
Screw 'em.
And so this movie is going to be released next year, February 2027. And then April, it'll go on to streaming. So Netflix is giving it about a month and a half in the movie theaters. And this also makes the directors happy because directors are always like, I want my movie to be seen in theaters.
As many people as possible.
They want that release window there. But yeah, it is the 6th of 7 books. I also didn't know it was books written by C.S. Lewis.
Yeah.
Who is apparently C.S. Lewis was friends.
Very close friends
Tolkien.
with Tolkien.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but it is the 6th.
You didn't know C.S. Lewis wrote the Narnia books?
They argued about what was fantasy and what wasn't.
That's
like I mean, they're like the creators of like modern day fantasy. I mean,
dude, Tolkien hated the Narnia series.
Yes, they're also very Christian. They're very Christian books, but they don't. It's underlying themes, but very obvious.
No, but he hated the Narnia books. Okay, Tolkien. C.S. Lewis also writes my favorite book ever. I gotta plug it. If you want an incredible story, read the book "Till We Have Faces" by C.S. Lewis. It's really cool. It is a lot of religious symbolism as always, but it's also Tolkien's favorite book that C.S. Lewis ever wrote. It's called Till We Have Faces. It's technically 2 books in one. Book 1 he actually wrote before he was a Christian. So you read it and you're like, dude, this guy hates God. Like it feels that way because he's literally like basically cursing.
Right.
Cursing God and cursing religion and cursing all these things. And then the second part of the book you realize comes from a place of ignorance of like, wow, like I was blinded by my own eyes, like type deal. Like there's so much to it. And like the tagline "Until We Have Faces," when she says it, it's beautiful. It's the Greek story of Cupid and Psyche, but from basically the ugly sister's perspective. And it's awesome.
Well, that sounds really cool. I really don't know much about C.S. Lewis at all. The Narnia books apparently were all published in the 50s, the 1950s. I didn't know they were that old. This is the 6th of the 7 books that was published. They came out almost on a yearly basis. And C.S. Lewis passed away not too long after the last book was published. I think just like 3 or 4 years after that book. And I think he was in his late 50s. He might have been 59 or something. But I do think that the strategy behind doing The Magician's Nephew is to not do a remake, basically, of a movie that's already been done. Do a different thing, and if it's successful, then we get back up to our version of that, or Greta Gerwig's version of the movies that we've already seen before.
Yeah, that's doing Narnia in general is hard because I will say, like the original Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the original movie. The other ones were great, but the original movie was so beautiful. Just the way that they did Aslan was like I watched a video talking about like some of the CGI and the
crazy CGI for the time, and he looks incredible today.
Yeah, like even to today's standards, like they put so much time and effort into that one character that I'm like, even though we got some crazy technology now, like you got a lot. That's a heavy thing to work up to and live up to.
I've seen the first movie once or twice, I'm pretty sure. The thing I know most about Narnia is Bailey quotes one of the lines from it pretty often. What is it, Bailey?
It's from, I think it's the second movie. It's do not cite the deep magic to me, which I was there when it was written, which is what we're going to see in The Magician's Nephew.
Who's the Turkish delight boy?
Edmund. I want to rip his head off.
There's very few characters.
He's fine. He encompasses a bratty boy, and that's what he's supposed to.
Listen, I have personal beef with Edmund.
Everybody does.
Who
doesn't have personal beef with Edmund? Why would he do all that and put all of his family in danger?
For Turkish delight, brother, Turkish delight tastes like booty hole. Okay,
I've never had it.
It is not good on literally on any standard. And if you like Turkish delight,
perfumey, it tastes like rose water.
It's so bad. Also, apparently, my wife had a crush on Edmund of all characters in Narnia.
Listen, he was the emo boy of our dreams back then.
He was not. Okay? He literally looked like a pencil head.
It was like when you're 12 years old, you're like, I can fix him. Yeah.
No. Oh no. No. Oh.
Meanwhile, we should have been looking at Mr. Tumnus.
Oh, yo, for real though. First off, incredible actor. What's his name?
James McAvoy.
Oh,
I actually don't know who Mr. Tumnus is, but just you said incredible actor, and I'm like James McAvoy.
James McAvoy, like, come on, Mr. Tumnus was awesome. He was the little goat man.
Yeah. See, I have a problem. Narnia kind of reflects. I've said before, I have a problem with fantasy. I don't like things that look like they took place hundreds of years ago. I like future stuff. I don't like past stuff.
Fair.
So I have a hard time with like D&D, dragons, wizards,
Bro,
all that
we
stuff.
didn't have wizards and dragons.
So I think,
in the past.
and so, and Mr. Tumnus, like he's like half a horse or something,
He's a satyr.
or I don't know what to say.
You're like, that's so 1500.
Yeah, that guy looks like he's never used a cell phone or a computer, you know.
That's
so
crazy.
not interested.